Okay, let's take a look at making a trade. Now, we already took a look at this quotes and a bunch of the different things that you can look at. They have a trading ideas to give you some ideas of, here's one called popular stocks, okay, earnings releases, so companies that have just recently released their net incomes and such, stock screener, analyst ratings, all kinds of ideas that you might get. Here's an education center, investing basics, various, all kinds of good stuff here that you can immerse yourself into. Okay, contests, okay, and make a trade, okay, and so our thing is to trade stocks, so you can click on stocks, okay, all our stocks are United States. This note is telling me that the market is closed because it's after 4 o'clock, but that means that whatever I put in now, it's going to wait until the opening of the next day, and then it'll shove my trade in. Okay? Now you can buy, sell, short, or cover. Okay? So if you want to buy a share, typically, when you look at the charts that we looked at in the last PowerPoint, you're going to want to make sure that the company is on an upward trend. You want to buy at a lower price, and then later when you sell, it's at a higher price. And that way you'll make money. Okay? So we're going to buy. Here is our symbol. We'll use GM. Okay. How many shares do you want to do? Now, GM is $31. So if I did 100 shares, that'll be around $3,100. And you have $25,000, so you have well more than enough. Okay. And so I'm going to say 100 shares. Okay. And market is, these other ones are special kinds. We'll talk about those later in the semester. Mainly, we're concerned just about the market buys. And so these things are graded out because we just left that at market. Okay? Okay? So it's telling us our estimated order cost is $3,118. It says click to preview our order, okay? And it says you're about to place a buy order for 100 shares of GM at market with a commission of $10. They charge us $10 fee, okay? Obviously, it's a virtual fake fee, okay? But in real life, you would have to pay a fee. And an FX rate of 1.000. Please click process order to complete the transaction. Okay? And so we click to confirm order. If you wanted to change it, you could click on change order, or you could cancel your order. Okay? So we're going to click to confirm the order. The order is placed successfully. Okay? But it's not going to happen until tomorrow morning. You can print the order, you can view the order, we can make another trade. Okay, so let's make another trade. Okay, so let's say I'm interested in Berkshire Hathaway. Okay, so I can go into Google. Okay, And so Berkshire Hathaway is BRK dot A. That's the Class A. Okay. Now notice how much is one share. $329,725. And so it's like, ooh, you only have 25,000. You don't even remotely have enough. Okay. And so you can see Google is also showing you some charts and all kinds of information as well as how the market works. Okay. So you're going to want to make sure when you go to trade something that you can afford it with your $25,000. So let's try this Google that's already on here, and Google. Okay. The last price was $15.19. Okay, so 1,519. If I get 100 shares of that, then that will be, let's see, 151,000. So I can't do that either. But I could take 10 shares of Google. Okay, and that'll be 15,000. So I could do that. Okay, so I'm going to click to preview order, 15,192.80. Okay. All right, it's not letting me look at this. It's possible. I can't remember if it was 25,000. Maybe we only had 10,000 in there, or 15,000. So let me just say 5 shares and let me try that. So that'll only be 7,500. It's still not letting me go through, so I'm not sure what the problem is there. But you would do just like you did. Oh, okay, here it is. Order total of 76 plus open position total must not exceed maximum position size of 62.56. So you can't have, basically, I think it is more than a fourth of your total amount of money, okay, can be in any one thing. So I was having too much into Google. So let me try 3 shares. Okay, so that'd be 4,500. Now it's gone through. Okay. And click to confirm the order. Okay, so I now, as of tomorrow morning, I'm going to have 100 shares of GM and these 3 shares of Google. Okay, now let's say that you want to sell. Okay, so we don't actually have anything yet. This is saying this is our order, but we don't have anything to sell. But once you have something to sell, okay, here we got to click on our trade again. Okay, and so once you have some, so after tomorrow, I could click on here and I could click on sell, and then I could sell, let's say I want to sell 20 of my GM shares. Okay, let me see if it'll let me do that now, even though I technically don't have any. So I'm going to say 20 shares of GM I want to sell. Okay, so it says we have to have an already existing long, meaning buy position on General Motors, and we don't yet. We have an order for it, but we don't actually have the shares until after the market opens. So, but once that happens, you would just put in, if you wanted to sell some of those shares, because all of a sudden tomorrow things are going downhill and you decide that you want to sell them or whatever, okay? Or they take a big uphill. That's when you really want to sell. You want to buy when it's lower and sell when it's higher, okay? So, so that's how you do a sell. Now, if you have some shares that are going downhill, and you know they're going to keep going downhill, then the buy low, sell high, we can do that opposite. We can sell it first and buy it later when it's lower. Okay, sell it now when it's high and buy it later. However, we have special words for that. Okay, so the short is where we're selling it now when it's higher, and the cover is when we're buying it later when it's lower. Okay, and so you can click on short, okay, and let's say, let's look up JC Penney, ticker symbol. Okay, so JC Penney is JCPNQ, okay, but it's only 33 cents, okay, and I don't think that'll let us do things that are less than $1. Okay, so, but we can try it. Let's try it. That was JCPNQ. Okay. All right, it looks like it'll let me do it. Okay, and so let's say 1,000 shares. Okay, so I'm betting, in other words, that JCPenney is going to go down from the 33 cents a share that it already is. It's going to keep heading down. You see in Orangeburg how the JCPenney's is closing. Even their fixtures are for sale up to 80% off. Okay, so this 1,000 shares to sell it short be $623.60. Okay, let's see here. Your requested price must not be below, yeah, $5. So that was a thing that I put in for the game, that we couldn't sell. We couldn't do anything with really low price stocks. Okay, so I said that the share price had to be at least $5 for you to be able to buy and sell. In real life, you could do this. You could short sell the 1,000 shares now, and then later, when the price maybe drops down from 33 cents to 12 cents, then you would click on this and cover those 1,000 shares, and that would buy them back, and you would have made some money because you bought low and sold high. It's just that you sold first. So you want to do this with companies where you think the price is going down and that it's going to continue to go down. Okay, so you want to make sure that you do at least 5 trades a month, and that at least one of those trades has a bunch of research. We'll talk about that research, the further, more deeper research next week or so.